Good morning. Everybody looks so good. I am Donna Cameron. I'm a part of Misfits Radio and TV. We're right here in the building streaming live. We'll give you more information about us a little bit later. Right now, we're going to introduce the curator of Be Bold Institute, Mrs. Carol Young. Carol Young is more than just a coach. She's a catalyst for transformation and empowerment. As a certified dream builder coach through the Brave Thinking Institute, the premier training center for transformational coaching, Carol specializes in helping individuals create lives they love living. It's a blessing. With over a decade of experience studying and implementing transformational success principles, Carol has dedicated herself to empowering others to build their dreams, accelerate their results, live richer and more fulfilling lives. Her workshops include coaching programs and speaking engagements. They're all designed to provide clarity, confidence, and actionable steps for success. Welcome you guys to the 3rd annual Be Bold Empowerment Conference, and welcome Mrs. Carol Young.
Thank you, Miss Donna. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone today? Talk back to me. Good. So today I want to welcome you to our 3rd annual Be Bold Empowerment Conference. This is year 3 we're doing this. I am so grateful that each and every one of you all came out today. You could have been anywhere on a Saturday morning, but you decided to come and get some empowerment, some inspiration, and we're just so grateful for that. So without further ado, we'll get this party started. We started a little bit late, so we're gonna try to catch up. All right, thank you.
All right. So, of course you guys know we were having a array of speakers. We have some interaction going on. It's a networking event, and we want you guys to network. That means if you start following each other on social media, getting phone numbers, whatever you consider networking, we want you guys to do that, because this is a room full of brilliant people. And it's no coincidence that we all got here at the same time, and we're in here together. So take full advantage of it. All right, so our very first.
I'm sorry, before we get started, can we introduce our elected officials in the room?
Absolutely. I want to, 1 second, I'm sorry. I was about to call Peyton up. He just went outside the door. So it will be me and Leroy Trey Hutchins just doing the MCing for today. So we want to welcome our city officials in the building. Can you guys stand up? Wave your hand, say something, hey. We greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Yeah.
Last year, she came to grace us with her presence again, and then Councilman Ron Davis.
All right, so we have Peyton Young coming up. She's going to give us the mission of the Be Bold Institute. Welcome to the podium, Peyton. Peyton Young. Oh, okay. All right, welcome, Peyton.
The mission of Be Bold Institute is to inspire, give hope, and show the world that everything is possible to achieve with the right actionable step.
We motivate and coach each individual.
We show the world.
We coach and motivate each individual to know their purpose
And be the best version of themselves.
and be bold enough.
To make their dreams come true and positively impacting the world.
All right.
Thank you so much, Peyton. That was a good job. As you all very well know, Be Bold, we have a website, BeBold2day.com, where you can also read and learn the mission of Be Bold Institute. And we have where you can sign up for free strategy classes, all kinds of things are there. And sign up for the newsletter too. You'll get it as we present them. So, raffle. We're gonna do a raffle. Yes, we love giveaways, right? So we're going to get started with the raffle, and then we'll introduce our very first speaker so that she can come up and grace our presence. All right, do we have any volunteers? Somebody want to pull the raffle? Want to pull a ticket? Oh, all right, Kay. You get to do the honors. Okay. Wait a minute, we have to put another one in. Yes, so you guys are gonna win one of the gorgeous Be Bold mugs. It's a reminder every day.
All right, here we go.
All right.
The number, last 4 digits, 4275. Right here. Come on up. We're gonna do 2 more.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. Ooh, give me another mug.
Okay. 4281.
All right.
Let me make sure that's not me.
Going once, going twice.
4280.
All right. All right, so we have one more. Let's see.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
4269.
All right, you guys, so we'll be doing raffles throughout the whole day. Keep that in mind. So Tara Hill Hanover. All right. Tara started her career in the media over 20 years ago as a celebrity stylist for CNN. Her list of celebrity clients grew from network anchors to Hollywood celebrities, country music superstars to famed athletes, as well as world dignitaries. It was no shock she quickly moved into the role of an air beauty expert, host, speaker, lifestyle reporter, and branding professional presence facilitator for Warner Media Worldwide. These days, you can watch her live on the Gem Shopping Network as a national host and jewelry insider. Also, you can tune in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on gemshopping.com. Tara is the in-house celebrity styling, offering tips on the latest trends, as well as hosting shows on Facebook Live and Instagram. Tara's work has been seen throughout the world. roles on television and digital media. Tara is the owner and publisher of Our Town Monthly magazine, helping businesses gain visibility through their branding and image. Your image is your business. Tara is a certified Diamond Council of America, holds a master license in cosmetology, and is a digital creator and branding expert. Welcome to the podium, Ms. Tara Hill-Hanover.
Thank you. Guys, good morning. I'm so glad to be here, so glad to be with you. And I am gonna ask Carol or somebody to give me like my 1-2 minute because I get long-winded and typically speak long format. So I'm gonna do my best to condense it. So as our amazing MC said, I basically started my career when I was 20. I cannot believe CNN said yes to this little girl from Lithia Springs, Georgia. Can you believe the conference is in Lithia Springs, Georgia? And this is where I was raised and graduated high school. When I walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, this wasn't here before. Fancy. So anyways, at 20, actually I started in the hair and makeup industry, right? And I thought, gosh, you know, I want to do more. So I just started calling. You know, this was 1998. I just started calling. And I started just sending in resumes. And they said, oh, do you do makeup? Uh-huh. I did not do makeup, right? Okay. I was a hairdresser in Buckhead. But I love this saying. If you see a great opportunity, you grab it. And then you pedal super fast and figure out how to do it, right? So they brought me in. Before I went, I had a little tutorial with a makeup artist I knew. Went in there, did my interview, did my audition. They were like, Guys, I talked my way into that job. And then 22 years later, I was at CNN. When I was at CNN, I had the honor and the privilege to not just be a hair and makeup artist, to be the behind-the-scenes lifestyle reporter for behind the Emmys, behind the Oscars. I traveled to all the presidential debates. I was in the green room in the Election Express. I was able to literally have a career and go places and be places and meet people that you couldn't even pay for. It was wild. And through that, they realized, wow, this girl could talk about anything. So if a guest didn't show up for HLN, I'd get a phone call in the makeup room. Hey, can you talk about moms on anxiety pills or mom? I was like, yeah, sure. I can do that. So I would do a little research, get on air, talk about it, right? Then I started doing deals and steals. You see that on GMA, right? Deals and steals. I've sold everything from air fryers to paper bag holders in your shopping cart to high-end jewelry, which I do now on the Gem Shopping Network. So I host jewelry shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I sell everything from diamond-encrusted elephants to Rivieras. I sold art last week for the first time. How about that? I have no idea about art, but I acted like I loved it, I knew it, and I used the word perspective a lot. I said, wow, I look like you could just jump into that painting. I was passionate. I tell you this because one of my favorite sayings, Walt Disney, if you can dream it, you can do it, right? If you can dream it, you can do it. A lot of people hear that saying and they don't fully believe it because they believe there are limits. They put limits on themselves. They listen to all the people around them that use the word can't. In my house, we don't say can't, okay? Can't is equal to a bad word at my house. My mammal, who here's from the South? A mammal, Southern grandma, right? You got a mammal, mama. My mammal told me years ago, can't never could. Can't never could. My daughter last night, I have 3 children, 17, 13, 10. My boy's the 10-year-old. My daughter last night, sitting at the table, I don't know what we were talking about. She was like, can't do that. She's my 13-year-old, you know, a little bit dramatic. My older daughter, my 17-year-old, she was like, yes, you can. What are you doing? Don't say that. So I said, you know the saying, whether you think you can't or you think you can, you're right. And she was like, I don't even know what that means. I was like, girlfriend, you're either going to talk yourself into it or you're going to talk yourself out of it. Whatever you put out there, that is what you are going to bring within your world. I am someone who loves people, clearly. I surround myself with people. I love that good energy. I'm already best friends over here with my friends on the panel. I just met them. I love them. I believe, truly believe, it's not what's taught necessarily, but it's what's caught. It's what's around you, right? It's what you surround yourself with. That's who you're going to be. That's what you're going to do. That's how you're going to rise, right? But here's what we all have to realize, is that even if you get a good opportunity, even if you have a big dream, even if you have a great vision, greatness is hard. Greatness is hard. And none of us start out great. Dang. Right? It's hard. Here's the beauty, though, of what I realized. I wasn't the tallest, and I'm not saying this for a compliment. I just want you all to realize. I know you're not going to say, yes, you are on tallness, okay? But I'm not the tallest. I'm not the thinnest. I'm not the prettiest. I'm not the smartest, okay? And I say that because I'm in the media, and you know how people judge. A lot of times you're judged by your appearance first. Forbes, Business Insider, they all say we're all judged within the first 5 to 7 seconds of someone meeting us. That's dang part 2. Dang, right? Wow. But here's the thing. Most people, first off, everyone's going to fall. Most people will not get back up. And that, to me, is the secret of greatness, right? We're all learning every day. We're all bettering our skills every day because the world's evolving. If you started out in technology 20 years ago, technology today is different, right? My teenagers are my IT team. Because I don't know from one day to another. Am I supposed to do a reel? Am I going to be a dancing mom on TikTok? No, I am not. But everything changes so fast. We're always learning. We're always changing. Every single person is going to hit that wall. Every single person is going to hit those obstacles. I have fallen more times in my business, my career, than you can count. I relate to Michael Jordan, and I've never even watched him play, but I feel him in my soul, people. When he says the only reason he's the best is because he's missed the most. I think in this day and time, if you have children, so I have a son who's 10. He has a reading disability, a reading difference. Now, this kid is like, if you hung out with him, you'd be like, this is a smart, cool dude right here. This guy knows everything. This guy is like wise beyond his years. But I'll tell you what, school is a struggle for this kid. He has got so many differences on his IEP, so many accommodations on his education plan that he's in school. Now, that many years ago when I was in school, we didn't have that. We were just either smart or behind, right? That was it. I can't even imagine what my IEP would have looked like because my kid's therapist gives me diagnoses every time I come. You know you're off the chart sensory processing. You know you have ADHD. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Correct. Yeah. My point is, because of that, and because of my grandmother telling me, you can do whatever you want, she even made me think one time I was in the bathtub, I was really small, she was sitting on the side, I was just singing my little heart out. I will never sing for you because I've realized now this is not necessarily the truth. I made up a song about Jesus and I loved it. And I was singing. I said, Mama, do you think they're going to let me sing this in church? She goes, oh yeah. That sounds great. I was like, yes, that sounds great. I know now I don't sing well. However, I tell you this because she told me I can't do anything and I believed her. And along with my undiagnosed diagnosis, I think I had a little bit of that, I'm a little oblivious, right? Of like the haters on the left and the haters on the right. You know, because every time I fall, I've always gotten back up, right? Fall down 7, get up 8. Fall down 20, get up 21. Because the people that it comes easy to, when they fall, it hurts. I got Band-Aids, I'm good. I get back up, I take myself up and I keep going, right? Because greatness is hard. It's hard. And it's one of those things, my friends, that if we're not constantly realizing that tomorrow is a new day, tomorrow we start at 0. Guys, every day I walk into Gem Shopping, I have the highest sale goals, so defeating. I have a 6-hour show on Saturday, 6 hours. I am supposed to sell $230,000 of jewelry in 6 hours. I'm gonna let you know right now, not everyone wants a diamond encrusted elephant. Okay? Maybe you thought they did. They don't. I can make my goal, I can exceed that goal, I can hit $300,000 in that show. The next day, you know what? I start at 0. Doesn't matter what I hit the day before. I come back the next day and I'm at 0. My time's almost up. It's past? Okay. It was way gone. So guys, here's what I want to say is that it's limitless what we can do. It is absolutely limitless what we can do. We're the only ones that put limits on ourselves. And as the owner of Our Town Monthly, a 20-year lifestyle magazine, my goal in life, I was talking to Mr. Ron Davis over there, and I said, my goal in life, I don't feed my children with this magazine. My goal in life is to keep it affordable, to help businesses in our areas grow, is to keep people motivated to get up the next day and to keep going. I have a passion. I was raised here. I was born at Kennestone Hospital. And I want every single person in this room to feel comfortable to reach out to me for whatever they need. Personal growth, advertisement, reel. Everybody wants a reel now. No one reads, everyone wants to look. You reach out to me. My information is in the front of the magazine, guys, and thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you so much, Tara Hill Hanover. Yes. So, just a few house rules. Tara gets it. When you get up, maybe time kind of dwindling. So we appreciate you guys. So that's just one of the house rules that we have, and I'm glad that you pointed that out. It's Tara, and I didn't have to. Emerisha? Oh, okay. Emerisha Madison is going to be our next speaker. So Emerisha Madison is an online and offline business owner. She loves to help business owners create a legacy to leave behind for their families. Oh, wow, okay. She is inspirational, thorough, and actionable to her mission statement to inspire people to live their life to the fullest without regrets. She is living proof that you can start and grow a business. Emerisha Madison was born in Augusta, Georgia in 1974. Her younger years were spent in Macon, Georgia, Noonan, Georgia, and Atlanta, Georgia. She studied electronic and computer technician from DeVry Institute of Technology. She graduated in 2001 with an associate's degree. Emerisha is 7 classes away from her bachelor's degree, but when asked will she complete the degree, her answer is, I doubt it. We believe that you will. Emerisha Madison began her career as a manager at KFC for over 7 years. where she loved the working environment, but once she decided to use her degree, she began working for Georgia Tech, where she was there for over 10 years. She believed that whether your dream is escaping the 9-to-5 world, experiencing the world of traveling, earning a monthly income with zero management, or just living more and working less, you can achieve your goal. She believed that whether your dream is escaping the 9-to-5 world, experiencing the world of traveling, earning a monthly income and zero management, or just living more and working less, you can achieve your goal. And Mauricia has achieved many goals by opening 5 different sources of income. Ooh, a tax preparation company called E&Z Multi-Tax Service since 2008, web hosting company called I Think Web Hosting since 2020, marketing agency called Easy Silent Hustle since 2016, where she believes you learn in silence and hustle out loud. Okay. YouTube channel called Easy Silent Hustle that shows you how to do videos since 2014, and a trucking company called Ideal Madison Transport since 2021. Even though Mauricia doesn't like to advertise this fact, but she would help you for free because these things are her passion. Welcome, Miss Mauricia Madison to the podium.
Easy Silent Hustle here every day, all day, y'all. We ain't playing no games. I'm gonna try not to use this mic. I don't know if I need to. Can everybody hear me without it?
Use that mic.
Or need it? All right, Easy Silent Hustle here every day, all day. We ain't playing no games, y'all. So what I do, I teach people how to learn in silence and hustle out loud. Today I'm gonna show you 5 AI tools that can grow your business or take it to another level. And I teach people now to bring their business to the digital age. And I talk real fast, so I apologize if I talk real fast, but just try to catch it and maybe write down real fast because this is going to be some very important information. All right, so the first AI tool I'm going to talk about today is InVideo AI. There's a tool out here for InVideo AI for the people that do not like to create videos or don't like to be on the computer or in front of the scenes. You can go to InVideo AI and copy a script on InVideo AI. For example, let's say you're trying to create a video on positive energy. You'll go to InVideo AI and you'll literally say, hey, create me a TikTok video, 1 minute, about positive energy. And it will create the video for you. Literally. All you have to do is go on there. If you want to, you can change the script, you can change the pictures, you can do whatever you need to do on InVideo AI. It will create it for you. Let's say you don't know what you want to put on InVideo AI. You will go to ChatGPT. This is another AI tool. You can go to ChatGPT, and that tool does almost endless everything, from writing resumes, writing grants, writing business proposals. You can just tell it to act as an expert and do this for you. So let's say you're doing the positive energy videos. You go to ChatGPT, and you go in there and say, create me 30 different TikTok videos. Can you create me the sample? They'll give you the script. They'll give you the script, and you can go into details and say, hey, create me 30 TikTok videos about such and such. Let's say you want to, I'm going to not say positive energy. Let's say you want to grow a perfume company. You can tell it to write the script for that perfume or anything. It's endless on what ChatGPT can do. So once it gives you those 30 scripts, what you can do is you can go back to InVideo AI and put that script in there. Because a lot of people don't know what they want to post or what they want to do. Just go to ChatGPT and tell them what your profession is. And once you do that, you say, hey, act as an expert for me in that field you're in. And it will act as an expert for you. So now we got the video made. Once you get the video made, you can go and do ChatGPT, which is your script. The next tool I want to tell you is CapCut. On CapCut, the reason why I recommend CapCut because you can clone yourself as an avatar. This is for the people that don't like to be in front of the screens. You can clone yourself and your voice on CapCut. You can do a lot of things on CapCut, be clear. You can do templates, it's all type of edited videos and so forth. But one main thing I tell people to use CapCut is for those that don't like to be in front of the screen. You can clone yourself as an avatar or clone your voice. Then you will go back and so my bad, I got sidetracked. So then after you get the video done with CapCut, then you're gonna go to do your thumbnail. That's what I was gonna say, your thumbnail. So as far as your thumbnail is concerned, you're gonna go to Canva. On Canva, they have plenty of templates on there where you can just use the templates that's already on there to do the thumbnail for you. Instead of trying to be creative, just go in there and say YouTube thumbnail, go ahead and say TikTok image, whatever you want to put, just use some of those templates that's already on there. That way, now that you have your video made, because you didn't want to be in front of the screen, that's on InVideo AI. Then you have the script, if you didn't know it, from CapCut. And then you have, from ChatGPT is the script. And then CapCut, you have your avatar. Canva, you have your thumbnail. The last tool I'm going to say is MetroCool. MetroCool is an AI tool that can schedule the videos for you, whether you sleep or not. You will attach your social media platforms to MetroCool, and you can upload each individual platforms that you have on there, and you can tell it to schedule your videos out per day. Now, let me say this first. I have a PDF that I'm gonna give out for $1.99 with what I'm talking about in detail. So y'all can get the PDF for $1.99 on everything I'm saying, because I'm probably gonna miss a lot of stuff. But you're gonna schedule the videos on MetroCool, and it will schedule the videos out. What I want to say is how you can get paid from after you create your videos from all these 5 different platforms. One way to get paid on social media, you want to make sure you start doing trending videos. You're going to do trending videos first to build your audience up. Not necessarily your subject, but you can do your subject. But you want to make sure you do the trending sounds in order to get followers. Because with Facebook, TikTok, you need your 1,000 followers on YouTube with your 4,000 view hours and so forth. And TikTok, I think you need 1,000 followers to go live to start getting money. All those things, it's hard to go ahead and start. Some people are not interested in certain subjects until you get that platform grown so you can go on live and start selling your product. So make sure you do trending videos first and then start catering to your audience. The next thing you want to do is on each platform, this is the last subject, I probably talked too fast, but this is the last one. Make sure you do not share your videos from TikTok to Instagram or Instagram to YouTube. Make sure you give it to them separately, because every business every social media is a business. So you want to make sure you don't share it. You want to make sure once you get that video done from InVideo, or if you create your own video, make sure you save it to your phone first and then share it to each platform. Luckily, MetroCool will upload it separately to each platform as an individual video. When you're doing the videos, the last thing I want to say is make sure you put words on the video and in the description. The same words you put on the video, put in the description. And that way the algorithm can see what your video is about, and the description will also coincide with it. But that's what I want to discuss, the 5 AI tools, which I said was InVideo AI, ChatGPT, CapCut, Canva, and MetroCool. And that's how you can grow your social media platform. And I do have a link for you all to get what I just said for $1.99, because I know I talk fast. All right.
All right, thank you, Ms. Amarisha Madison. We greatly appreciate you. We have some vendors. Are any of our vendors out want to speak on the products that they're offering? Give us one moment and we will see. Did you want to turn the music back up for us? While they get the vendors out to speak about the products that they offer.
I'm here. Yes. We're gonna have State Representative Terry Cummins to come to the microphone.
All right. Welcome, State Representative Terry Cummins, to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. I gotta think of something to say because she just instructed me to come up here. But I want to welcome everybody here this morning. I'm not gonna be able to stay through the whole thing because I'm canvassing, because you know we have an important election to come up. That's coming up. The only thing I want to remind everybody is next week, October the 7th, is the last day to register to vote. Now, if you're already registered, that's a good thing. please go back to check to make sure your registration is still there. And there is an off chance, but don't bet on it, but it is an off chance that we may be, some entities may be filing, no place. I know some entities are talking now about possibly filing a lawsuit. If that happens, of course, you'll have to hear about it early next week, because the 7th is next week. Other than that, I would like to encourage everybody to take somebody out to the polls with you when the time comes. Advanced voting is going to be important, and the main thing is just to make sure people are engaged and don't sit home this term. And of course, we have a presidential election, but every state and federal, every state elected particular counties, but just about everybody's on the ballot. A lot of folks are. So do your research beforehand, because they will no longer let you check your cell phone once you go in. And there's also a lot of referendums on there too that you're gonna have to be voting on depending on where you live. So my thing is get engaged, you know, Google is your friend, look folks up, look these issues up so that you're an informed voter, because it's our right. It's our right, and a lot of people fought for us to be here. So that's all I'm going to say. I hope everybody has a very happy Saturday, and I'm going to get the mic back over to Ms. Cameron.
All right, thank you so much. We definitely need that reminder. One more? All right.
Thank you, State Representative Terry Cummings. We talk about networking and making relationships and positive impacts in the world, and Ms. State Representative Terry Cummings, one of those people. So very grateful that you're here today. Next, we have the president of the Austell Community Task Force. His name is Samuel Colbreth, and he'll be coming to discuss ACT.
Thanks, Carol, for this platform. So I am the chairman / president of the Austell Community Task Force. Just basically in a nutshell, Austell Community Task Force is all about empowering what is the kind of the expanded South Cobb community, which includes the city of Austell, new city of Mapleton. And we're all about identifying resources and disseminating said resources, because we got a lot of great things going on in the community, but a lot of folks don't know what's going on. So, and then also, we also have some disadvantages within our community. We want to make sure that everyone's empowered with the resources they need to be able to thrive within their communities, within their families, and for example. So how we accomplish that, we do have 2 signature events, which everybody is invited to come out and share with your extended networks. We have a holiday festival where we actually give out gifts, as well as having empowering workshops. And then we have a back to school jam that happened this past summer, where we gave out school supplies and had workshops, because we want to make sure that, once again, children, families have the resources they need to be able to thrive. And then so wanted to invite y'all out. Every first Monday, we meet at the South Cobb Rec Center at 7 p.m. And this is just an open kind of call to everyone to kind of show up. Don't worry, we'll make sure we have enough seats for you. But basically, this is kind of our sit down where we sit with the community, and this is a chance for us to kind of share from an economic development standpoint, community development standpoint, family and youth development. Those are kind of some of our key areas that we share around. And it's a chance to share what you got going on in the community, right? Because you want to have that platform, and that's where we are. We're a platform for the community to be able to kind of disseminate those different resources and what's going on. So thank you, Carol, for giving me an opportunity.
All right, thank you. Are you all networking? Because everybody, I don't see nobody networking. Don't y'all forget. Want to get to know each other so we can see how we can support one another, right? All right. So, no more vendors. Did you want to speak regarding any other vendors want to speak and sell the services that you guys offer?
All right. I looked at that light. Hey, good afternoon. Not yet. Oh, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
My name is Mary Jaden, and I am going to tell you about three services that I provide that will be a benefit to you and your organization and community. First, I am what we call an information consultant. I own Greater Data Tech. No matter what industry you're in, right now, data is your most valuable commodity. Take note of that. Data is your most valuable commodity. Whether you are wanting to analyze or look at your revenues, your profits, your losses, whatever it is, I have a solution that can help you automate your reports, create operations dashboards and strategic dashboards, charts and graphs for your grant presentations. Data is driving everything these days. Think of me as your data whisperer. And at Greater Data Tech, we say that data is to business as vital signs are to life. I'm here to help you keep a pulse on your business and keep your heartbeat thriving so that you can attain more success. Secondly, I'm a certified drone pilot, FAA certified drone pilot. So in that, whether you're in real estate or you're in construction or you're in interior decorating, whatever it is, there's a use for drone technology in your field. And with that, I want to caution you this because a lot of people don't know. If you ever use drone technology for a commercial purpose, you must use an FAA certified drone pilot. Reason why? The reason why is if the FAA audits your website, your social media, and they discover that you did not use an FAA certified drone pilot for commercial purposes, they will fine you $10,000 for every drone video, $10,000 for every drone image. They will fine you even though you did not collect the data. As owner of the project, they will fine you. So always use an FAA drone pilot. Third thing I want to tell you is that I am a super connector. This means that I facilitate meaningful connections between entrepreneurs and other people, places, or things to help entrepreneurs attain their next milestone. Again, data is to business as vital signs are to life, and data is your most valuable commodity, regardless of what your industry is in. So again, my name is Mary Jaden. I have business cards if you would like one, and I am your go-to person for information consulting, for drone pilot needs, and also for super connecting.
All right, we are in a room full of networking opportunities. Take advantage of it, you guys. I have one more vendor that I want to introduce to you guys, Miss Debraka Shelton. She's going to just tell you guys what she's offering, and the vendors are outside of the doors, which we'll have a time to mingle shortly when it's time for us to break out.
Hello, good afternoon yet?
Morning.
Not quite, it's still morning. Right. Hello, everybody. My name is Debraka Shelton, and along with myself and my daughter, we are Agape Essential Wellness. And what we do is curate luxuriously scented body butters and scrubs for your skin. So as she mentioned, we are outside. We do have a few products, not the whole gamut of what we have, but we do have a few things. If you're interested, we're outside, and we'd love to have you come over and talk with us. Thank you.
All right. Do I have a volunteer for a raffle? We want to give away something real quick. Miss K, you gonna do it? Okay. We're probably gonna do about 3.
I was saying, please, y'all fill out the ticket.
Oh, the front desk. Did everybody get a ticket?
Does anyone need a ticket?
Does anyone need a ticket? They're right at the registration desk if you do not. So if you need one, thank you so much.
Don't draw yet. Let me give.
Okay. Hold on a second. We ain't gonna
Yeah, we gotta put them back in.
want to make sure it's fair for everybody, right? We want to make sure it's fair. So she's gonna come back. Oh, okay. Yes, I love Be Bold. Now you know, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell y'all this, but this entire empowerment conference is funded by Mrs. Carol Young. So at any time you guys want to donate towards what we're doing, it is very much appreciated because we appreciate her for pouring back into the community. A lot of times we have the desire to do so, but not a lot of times we have the resources or the funds. So anytime we can make it easier on someone who actually is passionate about doing these type of empowerment conferences, we want to help them and make it easier for them. Thank you so much, okay. All right, we're gonna pull a few names and then we're gonna come back and it won't take us long at all. We're gonna do the raffle and then we're gonna come back and introduce the panel. All right, so, oh, you have more?
Anybody else needs you right here?
Okay, right here? Okay. All right, thank you. Right here, we got one more right here. Lee Adams, DJ Lab. Thank you. Once again, we are from Mrs. Radio and TV, and we are live streaming from a lot of different places, and we'll be able to let you guys know where you can see the footage shortly. All right, so Miss Kay, can you get us at least 3? Let's see how this goes. Perfect. All right, so our first winner, the last 4 digits, 4298. 4298. All right. Marisha. All right.
Be Bold Pen.
That's right.
Be Bold.
Our next winner is 4293. 4293. All right. Our next winner is 4289. All right.
We get the chip.
What about 4273? 4273? Okay. Let's see. 4283. All right. Hey, we have a winner. Yes. Let's see. Do we want to give out a few more items?
Yeah.
Mrs. Kim? Okay. Come on, 3 more.
Everybody should walk away with a prize.
That's right. That's the goal. 4294. Oh, wow. Not bad at all. That's all right.
Where's the odds?
Sit right there again. Okay. 4271. Oh, DJ Lab, finally. He won something.
Yay!
Oh, you did it? Oh, man. False call. What about 4271? I think you did it on purpose.
I'm moving the camera.
4297. Oh, hello. And we have one more.
And we have this illustrious light, lamp, and scented fragrance burner.
Ooh.
So who's gonna win that?
Me. 4285.
What?
Okay. All right, congratulations to the winners. Y'all heard Mrs. Young. The goal is for everyone to leave with something, right? So she'll be doing these raffles all day. So Giselle Armand Abram, a native of Eastern North Carolina, currently serves as the Associate Dean of Admissions and Assistant Professor for the University of Texas at Tyler School of Medicine. Dr. Abram is responsible for overseeing the admissions process, pathway program development and implementation, and financial planning and registrar services. Ooh, that's a lot of hats. Raised by both sets of her grandparents, Giselle was always encouraged to set goals and strive for excellence. Her perseverance has led her to obtaining 4 degrees. She holds a bachelor's degree in English from North Carolina State University, a master's degree in technology education from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, and an educational specialist degree in educational leadership from Liberty University. She also earned a PhD in Leadership Studies from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University in 2019. Giselle is a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., where she has served as the chair of the Technology Committee for the Tyler Alumni Chapter for the past 4 years. There's not a day that goes by when she doesn't enjoy spending time with her beautiful daughters and her husband. Welcome to the podium, Dr. Giselle Armand Abram.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. I am an academician, so I have PowerPoint, so bear with me as I go through this PowerPoint. But this morning, I wanted to share a little bit about what I have learned over the past 15, 20 years when it comes down to mentors and sponsors. So as we're learning to be bold and to go after the things that we want in our life, it is so important to have mentors. As Ms. Cameron mentioned, I'm from Eastern North Carolina. I was raised by both my grandparents, both sets of my grandparents, who were both seafood harvesters. So if you don't know what that means they cut fish, they dumped shrimp, they did crack claws for a living. That's what they did. And so I had the pleasure of smelling that every day. And I realized that that was not the life for me. So I knew I needed to do something to make sure that I did not continue on that family legacy. Ms. Cameron already mentioned my educational background. I'm just having it here on the slide, but I do want to take a moment to talk about my 15-year trajectory in higher education. How I got into this space. I started out as an educational recruiter at ITT Tech and then advanced. I told myself I was only going to be in that position for 2 years because at that time I was working on my master's, and so I knew I wanted to get into a management position. And I said 2 years I'm going to advance into management. And so 2 years to the date, I became the registrar of a new campus down in Charleston, South Carolina, moved my family down there, also did some adjunct work, and then after that stint, I ended up becoming the registrar at South University. So I started in for-profit higher education, and then continued on, and then I actually had the pleasure of obtaining the Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management and Registrar at Bennett College, who is one of all 2 women's HBCUs in the country. And from there, I advanced to the Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management at Jarvis Christian University in Hawkins, Texas, and then became the University Registrar at the University of Texas at Tyler, and then advanced into the Associate Dean and Assistant Professor role when we established our School of Medicine. So I'm going to come back to the importance of that. But when we think about how we can advance and become who we want to be, mentors and sponsors are very important. How many of you know the difference between a mentor and a sponsor? Okay, very good, very good. So I don't have to spend too much time on that, but I will share a little bit. But we know that there's value in both of those opportunities of having mentors and having sponsors. So when we look at mentorship, that's the relationship between someone sharing knowledge and providing guidance, which is the mentor, and someone learning from that person's experience and example, the mentee. And so some of those key characteristics that we look at when we are looking for a mentor, or when we think about, do I have a mentor? Do I need one? We want to look for someone who has the ability to have long-term and developing ongoing relationships. That is important because a mentor is not someone that you just meet at one point and you have no other conversations with them, you have no other interactions with them. That is not a mentor. Secondly, your key characteristic is focusing on the holistic person. So you want someone to be your mentor that is concerned about you as a whole person, your well-being, your mental well-being, your educational well-being, all of the aspects that make you who you are. So if that person is not interested in the whole person, then that is not your mentor. And also someone who has information and has flexible structure. Don't select someone to be your mentor if they have nothing to give you, if they have no information to share, if they haven't been where you're trying to go, they haven't done what you're trying to do. I'm not sure how much they can help you if they haven't walked the walk, okay? So now let's take a look at sponsorship. So here on this page, I have 2 pictures, and then in the top right is a picture of Dr. Phyllis Worthy Dawkins and myself. She was the former president of Bennett College, but she actually became my sponsor. And a sponsor is someone who will be in the room when you're not in there. They'll be in rooms that you probably won't have access to at that time. The sponsor is going to speak up for you. The sponsor is going to say, Giselle can do this. I've seen her. She's done X, Y, Z. She has the ability to navigate and move and get things done. The sponsor is going to say, put her in this position. Give her this promotion. Hire her at your campus. That is what a sponsor is going to do. They're going to also ensure you get the credit, and they will defend you in your absence. So if you do not have a sponsor, now is the time to find out who can be your sponsor to get you in those rooms that you do not have any access to. And the second picture down here at the bottom is a picture of in the middle is Dr. Edward B. Ford. He was the chancellor of North Carolina A&T State University for 18 years. He was actually my chair of my dissertation committee, and he has been a long-standing champion of me. He will pick up the phone and make a call at any given time about me. And then there's Dr. Opala. She was the chair of my leadership studies department at North Carolina A&T. Both these are someone who have the power to ensure career growth. And that's what you want when you're looking at establishing relationships and determining who can be a sponsor versus who can be a mentor. Sponsors take everything they know about you, everything they know you want to do, what you want to be, and they will use their voice for you in the room that you're not in. So take a moment and think about this. How many of you have a sponsor? So only 2. So there was quite a few that raised your hand and says you know the difference between mentorship and sponsors, but only 2 in the room have a sponsor. So I challenge you all to go back today and go through your life experiences and your work and your educational experiences and really think about who could be a sponsor for you. So how do you do that? You work hard and prove yourself first. Without that, there is no opportunity to get a sponsor. If there's not someone that you can go to that has seen your work ethic, they have seen what you've been able to do, they've seen how you speak, how you communicate, and how you come across to people, then it's going to be hard for you to convince them to be your sponsor. Look for someone who's shown they're supportive. If they don't know what you're doing, if they're not coming to your events, if they're not coming to participating in your opportunities that you're having, just networking, then they're not going to be a sponsor. Pick someone who sees your work and your worth, okay? That's very important. And make sure they can listen, because Lord knows you don't just want a sponsor that's going to tell you everything, but they are not taking the opportunity to listen to you. How can they get to know you if they can't hear what you're saying, if they don't understand what you're saying, okay? Check if they actually have the capacity. That is important. If they don't have the capacity, their support for you is going to be lackluster or none at all. They're going to say, yeah, I can do it, and they are working 100 hours a week. They don't have time to come see what you're doing. They don't have time to give you 30 minutes to talk with you about next steps and what to do. So pick carefully. Define what you're looking for from a sponsorship. You have to be clear in that. If you're looking to become a CEO at a company and you know what company that is, then you need to explicitly state that. I want to be a CEO of this company or in this particular industry. So make sure that you're able to clearly communicate what it is that you're trying to do. Get a conversation started and be ready to open up. A real sponsor can only help you if you're honest. You have to be honest and truthful about what your goals and your intentions are. Remember, sponsorship might present itself organically. So you may be thinking now, this person might be great. You guys have had a relationship for a really long time. They know your work, and you never thought of the importance of having a sponsor. Now you can go back to that person and say, hey, I think you could help me get into this room or get into this space. How about we have some conversations? Follow through to build trust and demonstrate gratitude. You control your actions. So if you are unable to say thank you and unable to keep your word and be honest, then it's going to be hard for you to get a sponsor. And don't fret if things don't click, because we all don't get along with everybody. Our personalities are different. our goals, our own personal mission and values, and our own ethics are different. So if you don't click with someone that you want to be your sponsor, that's okay. Move on to the next one. Because your key is to align yourself with someone who is similar and like-minded to you. So here is just a slide that shows an overlap in the mentorship and sponsorship. So what you see in the area is that they're key professional relationships. They both participants have benefits, and multiple are desired. So you want to have more you want to have just as many mentors as you have as sponsors. So that's perfectly okay. And mentor may serve as a sponsor. So that's key. That's very important. So you may have a mentor already. And as you sit and think about who could become my sponsor, you may think, my mentor does have access into these spaces. Now you can start having those conversations about how can you get me into the room? You've seen my work over the years. Do you think I could be a good asset into this space? And then trust, respect, and loyalty, both of these components, both mentors and sponsors, both have to have trust, respect, and loyalty. So at this time, I just want to show where I started out in my educational career, because a good thing to think about is when you look at your educational experiences and your work experiences, you can break all of that down as I'm doing here on this slide, and actually think about, did I have a sponsor? Who was working with me? Who was I building those relationships with at those times? So what I did here on these slides is I broke down my work experience. So when I was an educational recruiter at ITT Tech, I didn't have a sponsor or mentor. I was still learning, didn't even understand the importance of it. When I became registrar, I had a mentor. When I became adjunct, I had a mentor. Registrar at South University, I had a mentor. When I became associate VP, I had a sponsor, because it was this president that I reported to and worked on her cabinet who actually made a phone call for me to move from North Carolina to East Texas to get a job at Jarvis Christian University, sight unseen. She picked up the phone and she called and she said, I have this young lady, Giselle Armand Abram, who has a PhD. She ran my admissions department. She increased our enrollment over 32%. You have anything for her? Absolutely. I need an enrollment person, is what the president said. And I was granted a job and had never stepped foot on that campus because of that sponsor. Dr. Phyllis Worthy Dawkins picked up the phone, and that's where I ended up at Jarvis Christian University in Texas, in East Texas. Has anybody been to East Texas? Okay, all right, so you know how small and, yeah, okay. I still live there, by the way. So then I became university registrar, and I maintained my sponsors. And then I became associate dean of admissions and assistant professor in medical education at a medical school, the only medical school in East Texas that combined with the Health Science Center. I had my sponsors are who actually helped me get in that role too. Unknowingly, had no idea. Being in the same circle with different people, you just never know how God works things out. So then, when I think about my educational journey, when I was a student at North Carolina State University, I did have mentors, but I didn't know it at the time. When I was working on my master's, I had a mentor. Working on my EDS at Liberty University, I had a mentor. And my PhD, that's when I started with my sponsor, with Dr. Edward B. Fort, who was the former chancellor of North Carolina A&T, whom I give much respect to. So I challenge you, when you leave here today and you go back home and you reflect on all that you've learned at the Be Bold Empowerment Conference, that you think about your educational experiences. Who was there for you during that time? Do you still have contact with them? Can you pick up the phone and call them, even if you haven't talked to them in a while? Give them a call and say, hey, I was just thinking about my experience when I was in undergrad and how much you helped me, and just jog their memory and see if they remember you. And if they do remember you, then you have started to rebuild that opportunity to continue to have mentorship, and then maybe they can begin to start helping you develop sponsors. So I challenge you to think about your educational experience and think about your work experience and figure out, where do I have mentors and sponsors that I can activate and help me get to the next level? Thank you.
All right. right, thank you so much, Dr. Giselle Harmon Abram. Hi. You guys coming in? Oh, go that way. Come on, go around. Someone's looking for you, Mrs. Carol. Little feel. All right, so y'all still with us? Yes. All right, glad to see, glad to hear, glad to know. All right, so we actually want to do a raffle. We're gonna do another raffle. Let's see what we have over here. We can pull. Sorry about that. We can pull 2 names. Kay, can you do that for us? I meant numbers. I expect to know everybody's name though by the time we leave. All right, so 4276. 4276. Nobody? Okay. 4270. Hey, girl. And here you go. All right, we're gonna do one more. 4277. That's you. Hey. There you go. You're more than welcome. Did you want to do more, Mrs. Carroll?
Yes, we can do 2 more.
Okay. All right. Can I get some? Oh, well. Hey. No need to disturb anybody else. We have someone already shaking. 4291. I'll wait a minute. That's all right. Let me pick one more. I can announce the next one as we walking back on that long journey. All right. What about, let's see, 4295. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. All right, we're going to give away one more. Hey, y'all. I'm happy to see y'all. I'm glad you made me walk back here. Hey, I get a chance to meet and greet everybody. All right, so one more. Yep. For right now. All right, 4288. Yes, that's me. Look, you didn't have to go far. Hey. All right. All right. Can you give us a little music real quick? Just a little, just real quick. Yeah. Oh no, we can't. Oh, sorry. That's all right. Oh, thank you, DJ Lab. Oh, did you guys get a chance to go to BeBold2day.com? If you haven't had a chance to do that, that is the website for Mrs. Carol Young's Be Bold Institute. It is BeBold2day.com, and you have a chance to sign up for the newsletters and to sign up for the free strategy call and all of those good things. So make sure you guys tap in with them. You all get a chance to see the mission of the Be Bold Institute as well, which is, I think, something you guys would enjoy.
Like he didn't make a way, you ought to testify that. When I look back, God stepped in. Excuse me, but I won't. You can judge us if you want,
Is this a break? I don't know yet. I think so.
guess what? I've never heard it before, and I meet a lot of people. So, how can professionals identify and approach potential mentors and sponsors in their industry?
Well, I think the first thing you do is you're a supervisor. So if your supervisor in your industry is someone who you have seen that is moving and shaking, getting things done, they're not always frazzled all over the place. An agenda of things that I wanted to talk with her about and make sure that she knew that I was working, that I was getting stuff done. And then one day she said, you know what, you can't come in here and talk to me about your family. Like, how your kids doing? You know, how's your husband doing? How's your granny doing? You know? And so for me, that kind of opened up an opportunity for me to really understand that I am her employee, I am her staff, I am her registrar, but I'm also a person. And she acknowledged that. So I would say that would be the first thing. If you're not having one-on-ones, get on your boss's calendar, your supervisor's calendar, and have one-on-ones and have time. And also make sure that when you're talking about the work that you're doing, that you also share some things about you personally as an individual. So I would start with that if you're not already doing that.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Abrams. So the next question we're going to ask, and you guys can let us know if that's something that you can answer. What are the best practices for maintaining a productive and meaningful mentor-mentee relationship over time? Do you guys have any experience with having mentors or? Okay, hi.
So hello everyone, I am the executive director of the Michael A. Grant Boys and Girls Club down the street here in Austell, Georgia. So I would say when it comes to mentorship and mentee, I've had a mentor since the age of 15. And I am now in my late 20s, and I met that mentor when I was an intern for the city of Atlanta. I'm a native of Atlanta. I love the Atlanta city, so I'm one of those people when people say, oh, are you from Atlanta? And they say, yeah. You say, oh, what area? And they say, Douglasville. I'm like, that's not Atlanta. So I would say with that, it comes with maintaining that relationship comes with check-ins. So just like Dr. Giselle said, with checking with your one-on-ones with your supervisor, making sure you have those check-ins with your mentor, especially being the mentee, because your mentor is so busy sometimes, being that mentee and making that initiative and saying, hey, how are you doing? Let's go get lunch or something of that nature, or let's get dinner, let's get breakfast, and then including family in it, showing your personality as well as professional skills. So personable skills and professional skills, but definitely doing those check-ins because people need that.
I absolutely agree. And what's your name again?
Anna.
That's what I thought. Hey, Anna. Hey, girl. So, about building your personal brand.
I'll take that.
All right. So, how did you realize the importance of building your personal brand?
So my whole life has been about not just building my brand, but evolving my brand.
All right.
Because we literally, as I said before, live in a world that is in constant change. So again, starting out as a hair and makeup artist, moving into the role of a behind the carpet, who wore it best, evolving in front of the camera, then being a spokesperson, a branded professional. You know, my favorite thing to tell people is the pie theory, right? You can be successful if you do three things: performance, image, exposure, right? That is something you always have to be doing to evolve your brand, right? Be the best at your trade. Always be working on it. Always look the best for you. Not like me, not like you, not like your Nick. Be the best you when you go somewhere. Present yourself. Dress how you want to be addressed. And then if you do all that, but you're still sitting behind a cubicle and nobody knows, guys, exposure, all three of those together is essential for building your brand.
I absolutely agree. So, what strategies have you found most effective? Can you tell us, maybe give us a little, some examples of some strategies that you may have used that worked and you may not have even known they would work, from marketing, promotions, things of that standpoint?
So a couple things. As somebody who owns a magazine, right? So RTL Monthly, 20-year publication, we have stuck to what works, right? So we are all about community. We are all about visibility. You will never see anything on the cover of this magazine unless it is a community family or a community business, right? So to me, find your brand, stick with it. That doesn't mean you're not evolving, right? But don't try to constantly change it, right? We're not reinventing the wheel, right? I also think networking, right? I meet people every day. I tell people who I am every day. I am my best advocate. Whenever I was at CNN, I'll tell you this, if someone said their door was open, I was going in. I don't care if it was the CEO. And my boss always said, Tara, you should have come to me first. I was like, no. He said his door was open at that last informational session. I'm in. Don't tell me your door's open if you don't want me coming in. So use those resources. When you meet somebody, my daughter was on Lisa Cupid's youth council this past year. You know, I was like, go ask her. You know, she's here for you. Learn from her. You know, the people that are here today, guys, we are a wealth of networking, a wealth of information. We all do something different. We all know different people, you know. Knock on the doors. Sometimes you don't open, beat on the doors, right? They're gonna open. Sit outside the door. Yeah, there you go.
Come through a window, do whatever you have to do. I mean, because I can be honest with you, networking will get you in rooms that you didn't even know you needed to be in. And that's why I take it so serious. And I want to ask you guys about social media. I want one of you guys to see who would want to answer the questions about social media and the importance of social media with building your brand and being an entrepreneur. I was waiting for you.
All right, when it comes to branding for social media, what I tell people to do is make sure all your social media match, meaning Easy Style and Hustle needs to be on TikTok, Facebook. Don't have different names. You want to make sure your thumbnail or whatever matches your brand on every single platform. And also that gets you ranked on the top of Google. Like a lot of people know when you Google your name, you want to make sure your name comes on top. But it's when you're actually having people to share your information and @ing you, @Easy Style and Hustle or whatever. And that way when they're Googling, your name will come on top because you branding yourself. But branding for me is to tell people to keep their social media the same name, like for every platform. And if they do have your name, make sure you go, let's say it's Easy Silent Hustle. If they do have it, make sure you put Easy Silent Hustle. But make sure you put something in or put a dot behind it or put official. A lot of people are putting official in their name. So just in case someone already have your name. Also your domain name. Please get your domain name as well. EasySilentHustle.com. Get your domain name. Even if you're not ready to build your website, get your domain name now because it's only $2.99 a year. Get that name now because when somebody hear you speak and they hear you talking, they're going to use your name, Amarisha.com, that's my name. They're going to use your name and try to build a website. Then they're going to come to you and try to sell you your own domain name. So make sure you go ahead and get all your information now and brand yourself that way.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So for me, I stayed away from social media until I completed my doctorate. So in May 2019, when I walked across the stage, I started an Instagram account.
Oh,
so
wow.
I have my lawn sister tell me all the time, she told me last night, I got to the party late. So she's like, I've been on Instagram since 2012. But my point is, I have LinkedIn and Instagram. LinkedIn is strictly professional. Strictly professional. What I do at work, the events that I host, the conferences that I speak at, that is on LinkedIn. And I share some of that stuff on Instagram, but Instagram for me is more personal. So you're gonna see my girls, you're gonna see my husband, you're gonna see my family, you're gonna see things like that. So for me, having that separation works for me. It may not work for everybody, but I do keep it separate because LinkedIn is professional and Instagram is that fun stuff. You know, I'm an 80s baby, so I love my hip hop, I love my Tupac. So I'm gonna be on Instagram streaming on Tupac's Unlimited page education. I'm gonna be following all the stuff that's going on in in hip hop culture and all that, but not on LinkedIn. So I just wanted to say that sometimes I think we need to make sure they're separate and differentiated.
Thank you so much. I absolutely agree. I just wanted to ask, are you guys familiar with Miss Netta and Joe? Joe and Mr. Charles, your lunch is ready? Okay, so just what I ran across the other day, and I shared it on social media because that's what I do. So they got into an argument with someone online. The person went and trademarked Miss Netta's name. So now she has to go by Joe, which is the government name. It's a valuable lesson to millions of people because that was a way for them to basically lose funding, lose all kind of opportunities, only because the name was not trademarked. And they trademarked MISS, MS, any way you can put Miss or Mrs., they trademarked all of it just so that they couldn't build from it anymore. So that was a valuable lesson. So if you're a business owner and your brand, you want to keep it for you, we're going to look into trademarking because it's going to be essential. So we are about to break out for, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for the question and answers. And if we have time, we'll come back to visit you guys for a few more. We have a lot over here. So before we get started with lunch, we're going to allow the dance team to come through. Is that okay with you guys? All right, we always want to welcome the youth. Come through. All right, y'all give it up for Miss Nisha. Yeah. Miss Nisha's dance team.
Hi, I'm Miss Nisha. I work at the Boys and Girls Club as a program instructor and also a dancer. I just want to let y'all know these girls worked very hard this week. We only had this week to practice. And they learn an hour a day just to learn this dance. Okay? So y'all give it up.
We paying that a lot. I'm in this get to the chicken quicker than I'm flipping the trap. I gotta get to the dollar on the head and back. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay, so this is their first performance where they're going to actually get to address the audience. So at Be Bold Institute, we work on presentation skills, public speaking skills, and critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, and youth entrepreneurship. But today, I'm putting people on the spot today. They're going to introduce, they're just going to come and say their names. Their first, time on the mic. All right, come on. How old are you and your name?
I'm 10 and my name is Akira.
All right.
My name is Ryan and I'm 8 years old.
All right, Ryan.
I'm 10 and my name is Harmony. My name is Ryan and I'm 9 years old. Riley Walker, and I'm 10 years old. My name is Imani, I'm 10 years old. My name is Zay, and I'm 7 years old. My name is Juliana, and I'm 9. My name is Zori, and I'm 9. My name is Jabria, and I'm 8 years old. I'm 10 years old, and my name is Riley.
Boys and Girls Club. Miss Anna Smith is the executive director of these babies. Yes, all right.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you guys. Mrs. Carol, are we ready for lunch?
Yes, y'all hungry?
All right. Y'all ready to eat? Was an empowerment conference without a little fiddle. All right, so we shall see you guys back in a little while. We'll let you know when it's time to come back, but lunch is about to be served, and I'll see you all outside because we're networking, right? Okay, so during this time we eating, we asking for each other's social media platforms and LinkedIn's and all that good stuff, right? All right, I'm gonna be waiting to hear from y'all.